The episode opens with a very happy wife calling out her loser husband from his basement. David, the loser husband in question, proudly shows her his time-traveling chrono suit that he uses to get cool artifacts throughout time. His wife gets angry that he didn't use to buy stock or get them gold, and he does what any respectable man would do in his position. He runs away from her using his time-traveling suit.
Bye, bitch!
Meanwhile, at the Justice League space station, Green Lantern is having a bro talk with Batman about their respective love lives, and Wonderwoman teases Batman before the three of them are distracted with an intruder alert Discovery loser Dave, who tries to run away, but they follow suit and get transported into the Wild West era. The three meet a lovely group of cowboys that want them to pay a toll, with the leader cheekily making it clear Wonder Woman can pay with something else as he eyes her body. Wonder Woman then makes sure to take her sweet time, beating them up and humiliating them, as Batman reads a newspaper they had on them and confirms that they time traveled. They outfit themselves with the gang's clothes and ride for the nearest town. Our trio of heroes enter a bar and witness a duel where one cowboy clearly has a bigger and much more futuristic gun than the other one. The thing had like 6 barrels, and as such, the other guy surrenders immediately, and Tobias, the man with the 6-barrel shooter, jails him because he is the owner of the town so he could do whatever. The trio saves the guy and breaks him out of jail, and he introduces himself as Bat Lash, just before they find out that he is cellmates with that David fellow who started this whole time travel issue in the first place. The trio confront the man, and he explains how time tunnels are quirky, and that's why he appeared here 6 months before Batman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman showed up here. They ask him about his time travel device and why he isn't using it right now, and the loser proves he is a loser by revealing that as soon as he time traveled, he got robbed by Tobias, who jailed David right after, while taking trips to the future and bringing back gadgets that David helped him figure out, because Tobias is a dumbass. They break him out and try to escape, but Tobias's gang surrounds the place and fires at them. Then suddenly 3 men show up, looking like the superheroes of this respective time, and take out the gang surrounding the place. They introduce themselves to Batman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman, with the native guy being called Sheriff Ohiisha Smith, the Zorro-looking guy calling himself El Diablo, and Two-Face if he was badass, and a cowboy calling himself Jonah Hex. They think the heroes are working for Tobias, but Bat Lash, who appears to be their friend, fixes this misunderstanding. Sheriff Ohiisha explains the backstory of how he was the sheriff of the town, and he ran Tobias out of it multiple times before Tobias came back with his freaky futuristic gun and beat the shit out of the sheriff before taking over the town for himself and turning the townspeople into slaves. And now the sheriff is back with some good men to take revenge on Tobias. The trio of heroes propose working together, and the sheriff accepts without hesitation. They ask for a plan, and Jonah Hex scoffs before stating that their only plan is putting him in the ground. The gang rides together at dawn, and they spot one of Tobias's gang members riding a goddamn mecha Peter-dactyl.
Come on, to the Peter-dactyl!
Wonder Woman easily punches a hole in the thing, and they reach their destination. Suddenly they are ambushed by a gang of cowboy robots and turrets that shoot at them non-stop. They make easy work of everything futuristic thrown at them, from tanks to cowboy-piloted mechs. After a long fight, Tobias finally shows his face and confronts the sheriff. He aims his futuristic gun, and the heroes work together to shoot at it together and destroy it. Tobias tries to run away, but the sheriff easily overpowers him and retrieves the time travel device for the Justice League trio. The loser David uses the opportunity to betray the Justice League trio and laughs as he opens another time tunnel with the trio running right behind him. They wake up and find themselves in the far future with a group of ragtag villains expecting them, and a group of heroes showing up to save them, with one of them being Batman Beyond, and the other revealing he is Hawkgirl and Green Lantern's son, leaving us with a cliffhanger. We then pick up where we left off last episode as the Justice League trio, along with the futuristic ones, fight the futuristic villains. The fight proves to be difficult for our heroes, and Batman Beyond tries to get them to retreat, and they actually do with the help of Green Lantern. They go to some abandoned building, and Batman is bemused that this is the headquarters for the Justice League, to which Virgil reveals that it is the last remnant they have of the Justice League in the future. The future heroes tell them they lost the Watchtower, with a lot of superheroes inside, including Superman, and supposedly Green Lantern as well. Batman asks about the Batcave as well, and he is surprised to see himself in the future respond from the shadows. Meanwhile, We see David the Loser, or Lord Kronos as he likes to call himself, live out his fantasy of having the perfect life with his wife as he rules the city from his massive ship docked home. We see him meet with the group of villains from earlier and patronize them for not killing the heroes. He reveals that he knows how one of them leaked the ambush location and throws him back to the time of dinosaurs, and specifically when the meteor hits Earth. Kronos sends the clown on their way to find the Justice League and has an argument with his wife, believing she will never think his accomplishments are enough because she wants him to free her mother. Loser David stays a loser. The Justice League are devising a plan to take on Kronos, and Batman tells them he inspected the time travel belt long enough to come up with a program that can disable it. That is if they even get close. Suddenly, Wonderwoman gradually disappears from existence right before everyone's eyes, and a distraught Batman realizes that time is running out. Batman decides to go out and investigate Kronos' location the old-fashioned way, right before he is ambushed by one of the villains who gets swiftly taken out by the other heroes. They question him, the old-fashioned way, and he folds almost immediately, telling the heroes he doesn't know where Kronos is, but he knows where his wife is. They ambush the place, and Green Lantern changes from John Stewart to Hal Jordan due to time shenanigans. The wife, on the other hand, doesn't need much convincing to tell them where Kronos is. They go to the place and Green Lantern changes back again for some reason. They find him sleeping like a loser, and he immediately summons the rest of the villains to defend him before he activates the belt and runs away. The heroes and villains fight as the time breaks down right around them, with tears in reality sucking the heroes off the battlefield, and soldiers of different time frames appearing suddenly. Kronos warps back to the battlefield just to belittle his wife, who tells him point blank that she just wanted a more assertive man. She wanted a Chad, not a goddamn conqueror. Batman confronts Kronos and he runs away again using the time travel belt, with Batman and Green Lantern following. Batman doesn't understand where he is going, but Green Lantern thinks he wants to go to the beginning of time to make himself a god. They catch him, and Batman uploads the program on his belt before they reach the beginning of time. Suddenly, Batman and Green Lantern are transported back to the beginning of the last episode, back at the Watchtower, with no one remembering anything except for the two of them. We then see the fate of Kronos after Batman uses his program, and instead of him going back in time, he is just looping the same event with his wife shouting at him forever. A loser ending fitting a loser man. We are back to the two-part episodes for this season's finale of the Justice League show. The first episode was fine, but the second episode had the more exciting aspects in my humble opinion. It was good seeing the future, with an appearance from the beloved Batman Beyond, and an older, more harsher Batman. Also the son of Green Lantern and Hal Jordan. What a bunch of nice surprises. This brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this one. Your support helps us grow. And tell me, what do you think of the two-part finale for Season 3? Do you want to see Batman Beyond more? Maybe Hal Jordan replacing John Stewart? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of them, and if you're watching till now, thank you. I'll see you in another video soon.